In our previous video, we went over the written description of the Matrix Resurrections trailer that was shown at CinemaCon. Again, a trailer that, as of this video, has not been made public. In the description of the trailer, there is a very important part that could be a fundamental piece of the film. Neo and Trinity have no memories of their past as red pills. How did this happen? Could it be that they are not the same characters from the previous trilogy? Do the machines now have control over their minds? The answer to this could be simpler than you think. Welcome to Matrix Explained.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
First, let's recap part of the trailer's description. The trailer for Matrix Resurrections begins with Thomas Anderson talking to a psychiatrist, asking him if he is crazy. It moves to another scene where Thomas meets Trinity and asks if they have met before. Neither of them knows who the other person is. There could be multiple explanations as to why they don't remember. The first is that Neo and Trinity are not in the sixth simulation. They are not the same duo from the classic trilogy. Let me explain. The architect created the Matrix to keep humans under control, but the Matrix did not work. Humans realized the falsehood of their world and ended up waking up to the real world. The intuitive program, the Oracle, suggested adding choice to the simulation. Humans can then make choices within the Matrix, and their lives were no longer predictable. The solution was a success. Nearly 99% of the humans accepted the programming, but the remaining 1% still saw the falsity of the Matrix. This 1% are anomalies, better known as the red pills. They caused an error in the equation or programming of the Matrix, resulting in the emergence of the integral anomaly. The integral anomaly is the sum or result of the errors generated from adding choice to the equation. This dangerous code is then deposited into a human. In the sixth simulation, Thomas Anderson was chosen to be its carrier.
You are the eventuality of an anomaly which, despite my sincerest efforts, I have been unable to eliminate from what is otherwise a harmony of mathematical precision.
As Neo was the sixth chosen one, there will be future chosen ones. There is a possibility that after Neo sacrificed himself in Matrix Revolutions, the peace was maintained for a while, but then it would break, and a new version of the Matrix will be created. The seventh version. Let's say that the humans in each Matrix cycle are clones from several humans that lived from a time long ago. That would explain why nobody remembers who they were in the sixth simulation, validating the rumors that Yahya Abdul-Mateen II is a young Morpheus, as the new movie takes place in a new Matrix cycle. The second explanation is the Oracle. In Matrix Revolutions, the Oracle looked different. She changed her body or shell because it was the price she had to pay to allow Sati to enter the Matrix. Ramachandra, Sati's father, made a deal with the Merovingian. The payment was the termination code of the Oracle in exchange for the Merovingian transporting Sati safely to the Matrix. The Oracle knew of this deal. She knew that the Frenchman wanted to kill her, yet she allowed it to happen because Sati was too important.
Because the child is important. I can't tell you why, but I believe that one day the child will change both our world and your world forever.
The relevancy here is that when the Oracle came back to life, some of her memories were affected by the change. She revealed this to Ghost in more detail in a scene from the video game Enter the Matrix.
I can tell you that I only remember bits and pieces of my past. I don't remember your face, but I remember your heart.
So why were the Oracle's memories affected? Because the Oracle is a program that is probably installed outside of the Matrix and interacts with the simulation through an avatar, something similar to the concept of body and soul. The Oracle may be installed in the source, not in the simulation. When her avatar was destroyed, her program was still intact in the source, and so she made a new avatar. But the transition affected part of her memories. This new avatar or shell change caused some memory loss. This ties into the concept of reincarnation. Some people believe that when we die, our soul is transported into a new body. The downside is that we cannot remember our previous life or lives, but in essence, we remain ourselves. This reincarnation process affects memory and some people believe that it is possible to remember our past lives. The subject of reincarnation is closely tied to the theme of Matrix Revolutions. Matrix Resurrections could touch on the subject of reincarnation as well. Both Neo and Trinity died. Trinity died on the Logos, and Neo died destroying Smith. If what happens to them is similar to what happened to the Oracle, then it's logical that they lost their memories. When Neo was assimilated, his residual self-image or shell was infected by Smith, replacing his mind and body with that of the former agent, just as what happened to the Red Pill, Bane.
Yes, sir, it was negative. But he is showing a lot of unusual neural activity. Some cross-synaptic firing as well as signs of recent trauma, with fresh fibrotic scarring throughout the cortex.
Equally, Trinity's brain was affected during the decomposition process. Neo's body, and possibly Trinity's, were taken by the machines and reconnected to the Matrix, giving each of them new shells. And here is the revelation as to why they have no memories. Just as the Oracle could not remember everything after she got a new shell, the same thing happened to Trinity and Neo with their new shells. The difference is that they can't remember anything at all. Another important detail is that months ago, director Lana Wachowski showed the nameplate of one of the new ships of Matrix Resurrections, the Mnemosyne, named after the Greek goddess of memory. Therefore, memory, or memories of past lives, may play a fundamental part in the theme of the new film. The concept of who am I was touched upon many times in the Matrix trilogy, and so was the philosophy of I think, therefore I am, thanks to Agent Smith, who erased Bane's mind.
Unless, of course, I wasn't myself. But if I'm not me, then who am I?
Bane stopped being Bane because his mind and memories were replaced. So could it be that Neo and Trinity stopped being themselves for the same reason? I guess we'll find out soon enough. For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for visiting the desert